Hi, this is Tanya from Tanya Love Buddha. I've just come on to do the Pisces new moon reading, so I'm going to wait for some people to come on and then see what the energies are. If you please make sure that you have the bell clicked as well, because there are so many people saying that they're not getting notifications when I'm going live as well. So yeah, if you might have to unclick it and click it again, and then it might work. So a little bit of a crazy one, this one. I don't know how many of you are actually feeling it. Kick ass today, like literally this moon has kicked me like you would not believe. So yeah, I'll just wait for a few people to come on and then I will start. And just to let you know as well, hi Janet, just to let you know that I will, those of you that have emailed me regarding the course, The Alchemy of the Soul, in the group aspect of it. I will be sending an email out tonight. Okay, it's half written there. I'm going to send it out to you tonight. I feel it's the perfect time to do it. So I haven't forgotten you. If you don't get one today, please check your spam. And if it's not there, then let me know tomorrow. Okay, and I'll send it out. Hi, Fireflies. Hi, Lenny. So, how's everybody feeling with this Pisces new moon? Yeah. Is it working? Is it not? Such a lot of energy and really kind of erratic. I mean, I'm saying that as you look behind me, that's very kind of what's going on in my head. I think it's just a projection, it's like out of the back of my head. That's what it is. That's interesting. Uh Hi Ali. Yeah. Thank you for doing this. I didn't want to do this today. I didn't. There's a lot going on inside of me. Okay. And Fireflies is saying there, mixed between anger and emotion. I'm with you, Fireflies. That is exactly how I've been feeling today. Exactly. Christy is saying that it's affecting her sleep. The dreams I had last night were insane, like really insane. So, I mean, we've got Pisces. Pisces is connected to Neptune. So this is otherworldly. So everything that everybody's saying there, that's exactly what it's meant. You're meant to be feeling, because remember, nothing wants to come along just to kick our arse. Okay, it wants to teach us something. This is the thing with astrology. This is the thing with the planets. This is the thing with all of this. It's there to help us evolve, but our human state doesn't like it. Okay, so when our human tries to fight against it, this is when we start to get this edginess. I mean, today I wanted to literally like rip myself open, because I didn't want to be in this body. I didn't want to be in this place. I didn't even want to be on this planet, because it was just so almost like an itch from the inside, like everywhere inside. It's just, please let me out. So I have came on. I am going to do this. Like I say, I'm going to try and be as professional as I can, which probably I'm not usually that professional. I just go with the flow with it. But for those that are feeling this moon as well, I see you and I feel you with it. So I just want to say something is just coming in, and I've just say it on here before I go into the readings and go into what I'm picking up energetically about this. I don't like to say things like this, but I feel something is going to happen collectively. The way I felt today, I was noticing old stuff, my own old stuff. Like I say, if it's hysterical, then it's historical. But I feel collectively something is going to happen. Now, last time I felt this feeling was when I was in Greece, and it was a really strange feeling I felt. And then the following day, there was an earthquake. Now, I know there has been an earthquake, over in Turkey. I don't feel it is that, but I feel there is something that is going to affect the collective that is coming in. This isn't a personal thing. Um, I've got to say this. So I feel there's some sort of disaster or some sort of talking point that is shocking. Okay. Um, Even an assassination. I don't know why they're showing me that. Okay. But somebody within power could be attempted, or something like that. Now, they're saying to me that this could be in the next 3 months, so I don't feel this is overnight, but they're wanting to bring that in for me in some way. And it's very, it's like something that has happened before. It's when I said there, if it's hysterical, it's historical. They're saying it's historical. It's something that is going to mirror something that has came before, if that makes sense. Okay. So they're starting here. They're coming in with a lot. Like I say, bear with me. We're in for a bumpy ride, I feel. And this is this is a roller coaster. I did put a post on social media the other day saying, get your popcorn ready because, this is showtime. There's going to be so much going on. And don't believe everything you see, and believe don't believe everything you hear neither, because I really feel there's a lot of smoke and mirrors is coming in between now and so what they're saying is just sit back and enjoy the show. Okay, don't dive too much into it. Sort your own stuff out, but don't get too wrapped up in the collective fear, the collective logic, and the collective mind. Okay, this is what they're saying, because I want to say there's a lot of things being fed into our mind that are not the nutrients it needs. Oh God, I hate it when they come in with no, I don't hate it. Thank you. I'm always grateful for them. But when they give me this cryptic stuff, and then I've got to be able to translate it in a way where I don't get shut down and stuff like that. So what they're saying here is like, things might not make sense, okay? But it's not about making sense. It's about making love. Now, Pisces is such a beautiful sign, and everybody thinks it's all airy-fairy and head in the clouds. But I feel this Pisces new moon is taking us deep, okay? It's almost pulling us under to see, are we equipped? Have we checked our oxygen levels? Have we made allowances and contingency plans for things that, if the unexpected happens? Okay. Right. So it's taken us deep. Okay. Now, like I say, Pisces is about creativity, it's sensitivity, it's illusion as well. Okay. What is real and what's not real? And I feel what they're doing here is asking us to look at long term, because this next 2 days are going to be so important in manifestation. Okay. I mean, like, literally insane. I was out for lunch with a friend today. He said something, and within seconds, this thing happened. About 3 minutes later, he said something else, and then it happened. And he was like, whoa, what's going on here? I was like, this is this Pisces moon, So it's a new moon. And new moons are about planting seeds, okay? New moons are dark. But it's about planting seeds that will then come to fruition. So this is saying to us, okay, it's a very good time to manifest and to manifest our dreams, okay? But what they're saying here is, are you dreaming the right dream? So we might be wanting something long term, which isn't what we really want long term. But at this moment, we're thinking that's what we want. It was something similar like this has happened in my life recently, and it was something I was talking about. And, oh God, if I only had that, then life would be better. And then I've got it. Well, it appeared, and I'm like, no, that's not what I want. It's almost like putting an order in. Are you putting an order in from Wish? What is it, Shein, or the company? Are you putting an order in from that? Because if you are, that is what you're going to get. So it really wants us to go into our dreams, to tackle them, and to question them, and to fine tune them, and to get them right. Now, I spoke to my auntie yesterday, and she said something about dreams, and I said, every dream I've ever had, I've done, and now I don't have a dream anymore. Okay, and it really made me think, because I'm like, wow, if I haven't got a dream, how the hell can I manifest a dream. So this, I feel, everybody look at this, because the dreams we might have been dreaming 2, 3 years ago, we might still be going towards them, but that's not the direction that we want to go. So this is asking us here to be creative with our dreams. The more we dream and the bigger the dream, the bigger our future can be, because this is a time when dreams can be reality. Okay, the universe wants to present us with this. Nothing is out of the question. The question is, sorry, they're coming here. The question is that we are asking for nothing. So nothing is out of the question. The question is why are we asking for nothing? So it's almost like, the shop's open. I used to, that's made me laugh. My daughter, when she was little, she used to say, I always used to grab her to kiss her, and she hated it. And then sometimes she would say, "Mommy, the kissy shop's open today." So that was when I was allowed to go and grab the kisses. Great way of having boundaries, actually, even as a child. But what this is saying is, it's almost like they've opened the doors. The doors are there. And it's like, what are we going to go in and get? When there's like a supermarket dash and people grab toilet rolls and, do you know what I mean? And fairy liquid and stuff like that. Is that really what you want to grab? If everything is handed to you on a plate. So what they're saying to us here is like, we need to transform what it is we want to take from the world. And what they're saying here is, we've got to let go of what is taking up space as well, because we can't accept anything if we have no room for it. So the more we're holding on to, the past, the more we're holding on to possessions, the more we're holding on to what we have now, is actually detrimental in us receiving what is actually available to us. Is that this making sense? So it's quite interesting, because what this is saying is, it's almost like the limits that are there are the limits that we are putting on ourselves. Okay, if we do not feel secure and worthy and deserving of good things, then we're not going to be able to allow them into our lives. Now, what they're saying here as well, aliens, they're saying aliens. We had this the other day, the alien crack, and it's like, oh God, right, okay. No, what they're saying here is, when it is alien to us to actually get, like, to be in alignment, to be at peace, to be in a state of joy and bliss and love, to have strong, supportive relationships, to have lives that we kind of only see in movies, that when we believe that they are make believe, we cannot actually make them happen. So what they're saying here is, we've almost got to shatter our glass ceiling. Okay? Shatter that, because we can have whatever it is we want. But the first thing is we have to believe that we can. So this Pisces moon is really taking us into our beliefs. And what they're saying there as well is, whatever is going to come up over the next couple of days, really be aware of it, because it might be something disguised as something. Okay. So something is going to happen, and on the outside, and this is collectively, and personally, so I feel this is in our personal lives as well, but it's not what it seems. Okay, so we might run off doing this thing, whoa, this has happened, but it's not that. There is actually a gift in this. Okay, so we have to be aware that all is not as it seems in the next coming days. Sorry if this is sounding a little bit strange. This is how they're giving it to me. So something is going to hit like a lightning bolt. There's a lot of, I really feel this is like the energy building up in the world. There's a lot. There could be storms. There could be big electrical storms or things like that coming. There's a lot of built up energy. And they're showing me there. Can anybody remember the movie Weird Science, where they make the girl, and then all, hell, all chaos and everything happens. I did watch that movie a couple of months ago, and it's actually quite bizarre to watch it now. Um, but yeah, so weird science, there could be something like this. I mean, right, okay. There's a really interesting thing I read the other day. I don't know if anybody's read it. If you Google the article, it's Bing AI, where somebody spoke to the AI, and it literally broke my heart and was actually scary at the same time. So look up that Bing AI, the conversation that they had with the chatbot. Um, so sorry, I'm bringing that in because they're showing me a lot here, and I'm trying to find the words to describe what it is that they're saying. So what is going to happen over this next week or so, right, is going to be a trailer, like a little movie trailer of what is to come and in the next 3 years. Okay, so this is it. We're going to get a snapshot of it here. So what they're saying is like all of this, all of this cancel culture and everything that we've had for the last couple of years, that is going to, it's going to blow up. It's going to be obsolete. This where people are not even their emotions, it's not even their emotions. It's where everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon about something. Everybody has an opinion, and everybody, this person's right and this person's wrong, and they want to shut somebody down for their freedom of speech. Okay, then that is not freedom, it's not progressive. So that is going to be, expect big things happening with that. Expect big things happening within the government, secrets being, it's almost like Trojan horses. They're showing me there. I don't know what the Trojan horses is, but be aware of that as well. They're saying that this is a huge cleansing and clearing that is happening. Okay. And we have to be part of the cleanup team rather than the ones that are making the mess. In order to do this, we have to clean up our end of the street, like our side of the street kind of thing. So what they're saying here is there are two of us, okay? That would be an absolute nightmare, two of me, I feel. So there are two of us, okay? There is our spiritual self and there is our human self, okay? And at times they can be at loggerheads. What we need to do here is almost make them friends because, yes, we are spiritual beings, but we're here to have this human experience. But our human is more limited than what our spiritual self is, okay? And what our soul self, or whatever it is you want to call it. So we have to kind of work out at any given time which part of us, which one of us is leading the show. Okay. And what they're saying is our spiritual self knows, our human self thinks. Okay. So there's a difference in that. There's a difference in knowing and thinking. Thinking is what we do with the mind, and knowing is like, it's kind of, it's that deep knowing within our soul. But when we can make the two of them work in tandem and work together, then this is when we can live a life of our dreams. Okay, so again, they're talking about dreams, and they're saying, is this just a dream? Is it all just a dream? Please don't take it too seriously, because what they're saying is, sorry, this is getting really kind of sci-fi, and I'm not really a sci-fi person, so I don't get it. But it's saying, like, it doesn't. Sorry, I'm trying to. Yeah, we need to go deeper. We need to go beyond the surface, below the surface, okay? Because whatever is coming here for us, it's wanting to, like, almost show us a secret doorway. Like Narnia, like in Narnia, where they open the door and they go through into this secret world. When Alice went down the rabbit hole and found this secret world, this is kind of what it's talking to us about. And it's saying that there is this. We're going to see it. We're going to see glimpses of kind of beyond the veil, beyond the illusion. And it's like, are you prepared to go down that rabbit hole? Are you prepared to take that leap and see what's there? Now, this is really interesting. As I said, I had weird dreams last night. And in dreams, I was on this cliff edge and it was really, really narrow. And it was just sea below me. And I was going to people that I knew. There was family members on this ridge, and I was saying to them, please, like, I'm going to fall. And they weren't holding their hand out, and I was falling. But as I was falling off this cliff, I was feeling the exhilaration of, wow, that's a fear that I had that I've now tackled. And when I was actually going into the water and going down, the further down I was going in the water, the clearer my mind was getting. And when I was coming back up on the water, it was taking me really deep. I was feeling very cleansed, very light, and I was given direction of where I needed to go. So I really feel that is some sort of metaphor of what is happening now. So please don't be scared if you feel that you're falling off that cliff, okay? Because when you fall and you allow yourself to free fall, that is where you will find the truth. It's almost like going into the core of the universe and find the inner workings, like on Wizard of Oz type of thing, That's it. It's like all is not what it seems, but when we see it, we see that it's actually more magical than we were led to believe. And there's a lot more that we can create when we tap into that magic. I mean, anybody who does manifest, once you get the hang of it and once you understand and realize how it can work, you start to go like, right, this is amazing. You start to get excited about it. And this is what it's wanting us to do here. It's wanting to transform this heaviness. If you think the world the last couple of years has been very heavy, a lot of us have moved away from our magic. We've been in survival mode rather than thrive mode. And what is happening here, it's saying that, we have gone through them challenges and we have all actually survived them. We haven't just survived them, we have kind of bossed them, We've met the challenges head on. And it's almost like we have met our shadows, okay? And in meeting our shadows and in meeting our shadows and in facing them and conversing with them, this is when we are going to find that we are so much more powerful than we have been led to believe. Now, what they're saying here is that we have been led to believe that we are wounded. There are things wrong with us. And yes, we all have wounds. But if we notice that they're wounds, as they say, the wound is where the light gets in. If we see that everything that's ever happened to us in our life has been to put us on the path to our power and, has actually been working for us rather than against us or to cripple us or to, to keep us stuck. When we realize that these scars we wear are actually like kind of, they're lessons, there is a lesson in that scar. There is a blessing in that pain. And this is what will, the part that we have played in our life and the part that other people have played in our life is almost Oscar worthy here. So what they're saying to us is like, are we going to become our own hero? Are we going to allow ourselves to become our own hero? Or are we going to wait out for another hero to come? Because what they're saying here is if we are waiting for somebody to come and make us safe or whatever, we're never going to get it. What we need to do here is realize that we are our hero, okay? We are that person. We are the hero of our story, and we can make it happy ever after, or we can make it, going round and round in circles, where it's never ending. So it's up to us to look at our stories and decide on how we now want to write them. And I'm loving this. I'm loving this energy that I'm seeing here, because what they're saying here is, they're talking about ghosts of the past, okay? And they're saying that these ghosts of the past that are coming in will be kind of the wishes of our future. I don't know why they're saying that. I don't know, how does this mean? Because whatever it is that we're looking at the past and pining for, or feeling that if we just had that, then life would be better. It's not. We can look to the past and see that is a time that I enjoyed. So I want more of that in the future. But what they're saying is that you will get more and bigger and better, because if it's in the past, then it wasn't meant for you. It wasn't as good for you as what you could think. Okay, so this is where it's saying, like, there's almost like the universe is giving us a magic wand here. I don't know, they're talking about Eastern philosophy here to me, and I don't know what they're trying to say with this. I mean, what I'm getting through here is the cave you're scared to enter holds the treasure that you seek. But that is something I've said before with this. But it's almost like they're asking us here to, can we actually send love to our shadows at this moment? Can we send love to them? Can we be compassionate with them, rather than actually beating ourselves up about them? Because what they're saying is that we have. I knew this was going to be a weird one. What they're saying here is that we have a lot of trapped energy, especially in our in the base of our spine. It's really strange, that, because I've actually been getting treatment on mine today, and when they've just pointed me to the back of it, and it's really, really sore. So what they're saying is that the base of our spine is where we are holding a lot of stuck energy. So what are they wanting us to do with this? Okay, they're wanting us to massage at the base of our spine. Okay, and I don't know why they're showing me this. I don't know the proper name for it. What is the name? The thing that you put on your face, and you like. It begins with a GUA, I think, doesn't it? I don't know what you call it. What is it? It's you put it on your face to stop with your wrinkles or something like that. Does anybody know? I don't know. It's usually a piece of like stone or something, and isn't it jade? Yeah, it's often jade, but it's GUA. It's not gouache. Oh no, that's paint. It, Guai, is that it, Haley? Yeah, that's it. It's something like that. So if we have one of them, if we can put it on the base of our back, and what they're saying is, can we try and put some heat on the bottom of our back as well in some way, whether this is a hot water bottle, stand against a radiator, or something like that. Because what they're saying is this simple release, will actually help us to release a lot of things that are limiting us. It's this energy is stuck there. Is this like I said, I knew it was going to be a crazy off the wall one. So yeah, this is. I mean, this Pisces, we're holding a lot of shame. They're saying we're holding a lot of guilt in this space, and we're holding a lot of pain. So what they want is they want us to release the pain, and this is where I feel it. The pain from the past is trapped in the bottom of our backs. So anybody that's been having problems with their back in the last week or so, know that it's been this Pisces new moon energy. Okay, I don't feel it's anything serious, but I feel it's this Pisces new moon energy. Okay, so right, okay, they're saying to us here, yeah, not just me, they're saying to us here. There's something about burning books, okay? There are burning books. Now, straight away, when I hear burning books, I kind of feel it's more religion. And what they're saying is there is ancient wisdom. Toltec wisdom? Toltec wisdom? Toltec wisdom is where we should be looking for answers for this time. Within that, there is a map. So off the wall. Yeah, there is a map or a story that will actually allow us to tap into this place that we need to in order to get through um, these times. Okay. They're saying it's going to be quite like Mad Maxy. Okay, this is it. It's going to turn like quite sci-fi here. But what they're saying is if we can tune into the frequency, so it's almost like we have to really fine tune our hearing. Okay, our hearing is very important here. I'm going to say this right. This is off the wall again. I feel that there will be talk of contact from another place. Okay, they will say that they have been contacted or there is something like that. They're going to pick up some different frequency as well. Okay, I mean it is getting all bizarre, but we have to tune into that. Yeah, this is wow. I mean, I don't even like sci-fi, and I'm doing this reading, and it's like a sci-fi movie in your head. This Piscean energy is like pretty damn crazy. But they're saying this is where the creativity comes in, okay? So we need to allow our imagination, right? They're saying imagination and magic there. Okay, so I didn't realize that the two of them actually sound quite similar. So we need to allow this. There's going to be big openings of our third eyes at the moment. And yeah, we're all going to start to get downloads. Okay, so please notice your dreams. Please notice any thoughts that drop in that you think is just a thought. Anything that seems off the wall will probably be more truth than what you actually give it credit to being. Okay. Yeah, the four agreements there, that's Toltec wisdom. Four agreements are amazing. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions and always do your best. So I feel, I mean, they are amazing, to words to live by anyway. And I do work on integrity on program, the Alchemy of the Soul. That is one of the things that we teach there. So yeah, I mean, and that is like I say, if anybody is interested in the group Alchemy of the Soul, it is 6 months. Please email me over the next couple of days because I am sending the applications out tonight. Once I finished on here, I will be sending them either tonight or tomorrow morning. And this is where, because this Pisces moon is about us creating the life that we want, getting rid of my connection's gone weird, has it? Yeah. Okay. Always the case. Am I back on? Back on. Can you please tell me if I'm back on? Yeah. Right, okay. Can you hear me now? Yeah, you can. Yeah, I feel there's gremlins, this always happens. I'm on. Okay. Thank you, Derek. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna. I mean, this is crazy times. Okay, we are living in crazy times, and we are going to continue to live in crazy times. But when we start to see the the stuff that we thought was normal was actually the crazy times, and the stuff that we think is crazy is actually the normal times. This is when we will be able to step into our power as well. When you said sci-fi, that is when your sound went like a fish underwater. Yeah. A lot of people don't like things that I say. It's this is one of the reasons why I haven't been doing as videos recently. Because there's a lot of a lot of people don't like the way I work. They don't like what I say, but it's I won't stop it. Right, okay. Has the sound gone off again? Landis. Yeah, interesting that, Derek. Interesting. Oh, let me know what you know about that. If anybody else is picking up anything from this reading, please email me, at connect at Tanya Love Border, Tanya Love Border, TanyaLoveBorder.com, because I mean, me too. I kind of. It's nice to know that people get it as well. It's like I say. I feel a lot of us feel that we are on this journey alone, but we're not. Okay, we're really not. There's a lot of us out there, and this is a time when I feel we will all start to come together as well. So there's yeah, the sound is back. So what they're saying here, and I'm going to go less kind of freaky and sci-fi with this. Um, yeah, what this Pisces moon is wanting us to do, it's wanting us to be free. It's wanting us to be free to be exactly who we are. Okay, it's wanting us to start planning the life that we want to live. It's wanting us to get out of our head, to get out of the fear, to get out of the pain. Okay, within our hearts. Now we have all experienced pain in our life. Okay, we have all experienced that. But if we allow this to hold us back and allow us to cut off love, then it's the pain was in vain, kind of thing. So what they're saying is, if we get out of our mental chatter in our mind and not focus on the pain that's been in our heart, but focus on the love that is in our heart and the love that we can access at any time within our heart. Uh, this is the work that we need to do. This is the skill that this Pisces moon is asking us to kind of perfect and master this skill at this time. Okay. So yeah, this is what it's coming in to do. So it's almost like we need to, if we're not liking what we're seeing, then we don't look. Okay. If we're not liking what we hear and we tune into something that we do like, it's almost being able to make that switch. Okay. I don't know if anybody understands this. So lately, this last couple of weeks, I found myself watching a lot of things about like serial killers or things like that, or darkness or what. And I'm like, whoa, what am I doing? Like getting sucked into it. And I'm, whoa, right, okay. That needs to stop, because when I go into things like that, I don't go, vibration is not good. It goes down. Now, I don't feel that that is by chance. These things keep popping up on phone and everything like that. So what I want to say is, be aware, okay? Be aware of what is being fed to you rather than what you are actually choosing, okay? Um, Really almost be the gatekeeper of your own mind, because these are crazy times that we're in. Um, and this is about keeping our self light. Okay, this is about shining our light, and it's about noticing when we are not protected. Because a lot of times when we are scrolling or whatever, we're lying in bed, we're relaxed, we've had the day, stuff like that, and we haven't got that protection on. Okay, so they're saying be very careful with this. Please make sure you're protected at all times. And yeah, that's it. The food that we are eating as well is not always good. I mean, I was saying this the other day, with the all of this processed food that we're eating, and there's a lot of this plant-based stuff which is meant to be healthier, but it's all processed. So to me, if it's going through the process, it's not actually natural. Okay, so please, just over the next days or so, please try to eat as natural as possible, to be as natural as possible, uh, to kind of connect with people where the connection feels possible, and to try and shine. Okay, nature is going to be very good for us. Okay, try and see the beauty in the little things at this moment, because when we're seeing the beauty in that, we're able to create more. Okay, getting really, really hot here. Can people understand what I'm saying? Somebody there's saying that they can't understand what I'm saying. Is this because of this? The channel, is the channel off, or is it just my accent? Because if it's my accent, I can't do anything about that. And maybe if you can't understand, is it, yeah, an audio issue? So it's still there, the audio issue, yeah? Is it still there, Haley? Right, okay. Okay. Sound is fine for me. Okay then. Sometimes I think if you can't understand it, then it's not for you. That's how I would try and say this. So sorry, I don't know where I was there. There's a different energy came in there. I think we're going in and out. I got back on and it went and worked fine. Right. Okay. I'm aware that the energy has changed in here as well. I don't know if anybody else has. But like I say, I knew it was going to be a strange one. Maybe I leave this up, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't. Your message resonates. Thank you for that, Janet. Thank you that it does. I mean, I know it sounds a little bit disjointed, but it's coming through very clear to me. And yeah, Ali's Patsy just said that everything's clear. You were talking about eating healthy. Yeah. So, yeah, this next day is please try and eat healthy, okay? Drink a lot of water, okay? If you can't get a water filter, try and eat nothing processed. Try and eat as clean as possible, okay? Starting to, be around connections that are easy and not strained. Be careful what goes in your mind. Try to have a little bit of a break from social medias and things like that. This is really interesting, okay? They're saying to me here, I don't know why, okay, over the next 17 days, I feel it's this Pisces energy because it is so powerful and because we can manifest, because we can kind of really tap into this energy. There is going to be a lot of temptation put in our way, okay? It's going to be a lot of temptation put in our way. And it's almost like, have you ever seen like the old games where somebody's trying to get from there to there and people are trying to block them like that? So this is, I feel, what is going to happen with temptation, okay? So there's going to be this, as I was saying before, this social media flooding our brain with stuff that kills our brain cells rather than feeds them, keeping us dumb at all times. And then there's going to be distractions. This could be in the news, that could be in the news, blah, blah, blah. But what I want to say is when the right hand is waving, look at what the left hand's doing. Don't believe it. As I said in the beginning, there's a lot coming in. A lot of temptation is coming in the next 17 days, okay? I don't want to say it's going to get dark, but I've got it. I'm asking there about, is it going to get dark? What is this about? And look at the two cards that came out, There you go. Stay in your heart and stay in love, and then you will be untouchable. Okay. And the thing is, if I am in heart and you are in your heart, then that makes it stronger. This is like it kind of amplifies it. Okay. So it's very like angel devil. This is what I'm getting, almost like a kind of spiritual warfare here. Which I know sounds bizarre. But like I say, your heart is kind of, this is where our magic is. This is where our power is. Okay. And we need to, get that strength, find that resilience within ourselves. Okay. Because we can all love and we can all love hard. A lot of times, they try to tell us that it's more about money. That's where our security is, blah, blah, blah. What they're saying, our true wealth is when we can actually tap into our heart. That is when we are richer. This is when we are more protected. And this is where we are connected as well. Okay. So it's like I say, next day is going to be a little bit of a toughie. But we need to realize that we are free. I don't want to use the word that everybody uses, sovereign and stuff like that, because I feel it has been tainted massively. I also want to say that there could be another kind of, remember when QAnon came out and all that, and it was all kind of, I feel, very suspect. Be careful, because that could happen again. This is what I'm saying. Don't be fooled. It's stay open, and don't go down a route where you be being led down that isn't the route that you want to be down, if that makes sense. Uh wow, this is, yeah, there's changes coming. These changes are going to be good changes. Try and be around water as much as you can. Try and, if you can get a bath, have a salt bath. It's all very important at this minute. Okay, all very important. And I feel kindness. Okay, kindness and love are what is important, and also making sure that you are happy, okay, you're content, you have got what you need, okay. They're going to try and sell us that we need this, we need this, we need this in order to be happy. Know that you have exactly what you need at this moment in time. And this is the work, knowing that we're safe. It's going to knock us, it's going to make us wobble. They're going to try and get into our head with this. But, when we can have our feet on the ground as well as our head in the clouds, when we can actually be in grief, but also be in love, and when we don't take any notice of the bullshit that is being fed, then this is where we're learning to actually how to get through these times. And I feel everybody who is watching this now is ready, because everybody who is on here has actually already been through their own struggles. That's what they're saying. You've already been through hell. They say that religion is for those that are scared of going to hell. Spirituality are for those that have been there. And I feel everybody that's watching this now has been there. And this is why, we're all together on this place, and this is an opportunity as well. They're saying there's a big creation coming. We can all create this new place, and I feel that there is a path beside, or path, a seat beside every single one of us, that every single one here could sit in, and that would be the right seat for them. Okay, I'm getting very, very emotional now, because they're saying to me that the future it's closer than we think, and this kind of heaven on earth is closer than we think as well, but we've got to keep believing it. And this is what this Pisces moon wants to actually show us and tap into. Okay, so yeah, wow. Wow, like I say, we've got to feel these feelings all the way through, right? All the way down as well, all the way down to them depths, because this is what is going to keep us free from worry. Okay, we can feel. If we can feel, we can heal. Okay, not just ourselves, but others. We might be, if we can get up after disappointment, then it's disappointment is a part of life. We will always get that. But if we can bring the balance in, and know that for every hard time we've had, there are good times. Okay, and this is what we've always got to remember. And that we are stronger together. Okay, so if you feel that somebody is struggling, okay, then reach out. If you're struggling, then reach out, okay, and see there are people there. There is almost like, I feel it's so weird. This has anybody ever seen the video? And it's like the neural pathways that are actually like making themselves. It's bizarre. The video I watched was to do with psilocybin. But uh, what I'm seeing, it's almost like I'm seeing these like kind of antennae, whatever, in like all going out, and they're going all over. So like I say, it's what I'm getting a song they're playing there, and I don't know what's the song. It's an old cheesy. I think it's a good one. Reach out and touch somebody's hand, make the world a better place if you can. What's that song? yeah, I don't know, but it's reach out and touch. That's the song that's actually coming into me there as well. I'm hoping this makes sense. I'm not going to do the. I don't feel like I should do them for the signs. Do you feel I should? Let me know, because I know this has been a bit of a weird one. Um, we've got to envision. This is what they're saying. We've got to envision that things can get better. That there is a better world. Okay, this is it. We've got to be able to see it when we believe it. That's when we will see it. Do a collective, right? Okay, I'll do a collective. Um, I'll do a collective for so this is it. This is for all the sites, right? For all of them. I'm done in, honestly. I've had like a proper day. I've been all edgy and everything like that. And then I've come on, they've given me like total sci-fi craziness. Um it's right. So if anybody does want to do this program with me, this will be the last time it will be open, I feel, this year. I am doing it as a group program. This is my Alchemy of the Soul. Uh, I'm opening it up as a group so that people can do it. There's going to be the community there with it as well. It is, like I say, I'm not just saying it. It is an amazing course. I want to read a couple of the emails here. Somebody said that it's a course built from love, wisdom, inner knowing, and lifetimes of experience, and deep desire to facilitate healing and well-being on every level. It was a huge transformational journey, and Tanya held space for me and supported me all the way through. She cannot recommend me or the course enough. She is not the same person who started this course. She is a much better, wiser version of herself. Somebody said it has been a supported roller coaster where they've developed a much better idea of who they are, and they now see through clearer eyes. This person actually broke their addiction and everything by doing this. They would recommend this course to everyone. What else is there? I mean, it's wonderful when I read these. I don't often blow on trumpet, but this was done by the work of the help of spirit. So yeah, somebody said they felt they had Willy Wonka's golden ticket by being able to work with me. And somebody said, I'm at peace for the first time in my life. I can't thank you enough, Tanya. I feel everyone in the world should do this program. So these are just some of the people that I worked with last year. It's 6 months, their lives have changed beyond measure. And yeah, I feel if anybody does want to do that, please either DM me, send me an email, because I will be sending applications out either tonight or probably tomorrow now, because I'm a little bit exhausted after that reading. But yeah, it will change your life. Okay, it really will. All of the old stories, all of the stuff like that, we will see why they're there, how we are playing a part in blocking our own lives, and it will lead us to liberation, freedom, and put us on a path to a life that we know deep down we were born to live. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to do a collective for a reading for the collective here. I'm sorry, I'm not doing for the signs. There's been a lot of energy coming through there tonight, and it's took its toll a bit. So, if everybody can just take 3 deep breaths, please, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And this is a collective reading. Thank you for that. Right, okay. So the first card that has came out here is the Justice card. Okay, this is talking to us about truth. This is a time for us to stand in our own truth, to not be there to just please others. This is a time to, when we are standing in our own truth, then nothing can sway us. Okay, so we are being asked to do this. This is an opportunity for us. There is something going to be given to us. I mean, this is love, love, love. That is it. We are love. Love is who we are. Love is where we come from. Love is where we will go back to. So what we need to do here, what they're saying for the collective is, wow, I mean, literally, I can't believe these cards as they're pulling out, Ace of Cups, Empress, Knight of Cups. This is insane here. Right, okay, this makes sense because we're getting the Venus energy coming in. So Venus and Neptune are coming in. I've gone literally, like, eyes are flickering, flickering, flickering like that. It literally, uh it feels like I'm tripping or something like that when I've pulled these cards. So the energy with these is pretty strong. Okay. Yeah. The truth is love. We are love. This is where we are moving towards. This is the world that we are moving towards. Okay. This is where we will be safe, where we will be supported. And these are the seeds that we need to plant now for the long-term future. Okay. That is where our power is. We're in this together. We have to learn that this is the way, they're saying. And yeah, we don't have to worry. We just have to be patient with this. This is almost they're talking about Judgment Day. Okay, now I know Judgment Day is a lot of people that was it was a movie, wasn't it? With the aliens, the aliens again. It's always with the aliens this week. When we are in love, we are free from pain. Okay, they cannot proper Star Wars shit that they're showing me here. Yes. It's like lightsabers and everything, proper Obi-Wan Kenobi shit. Right, okay. So, in the Collis Castaneda books, they say that always take the path that leads to love, take the path that has heart. And I feel that is the collective message with this, okay? We are all kind of on a journey. We're all traveling. Some of us, to different places, to different countries. Some of us just within the journey of life. But what they're saying here is that if we remember that love changes everything, and that is what will keep us grounded, because this is about us being grounded, but in this higher self, and yeah, that is where it is. This is, and they all lived happy ever after. That's how I want to end this, right? Because it's getting too. I don't even know how to put into words what they're showing me. I really don't. But what they're saying is that there is an interference coming in with Mother Earth in some way that we have to be aware of. Okay. So if we stay in that love, we stay in that heart frequency, then this is when we can kind of bypass it. Okay. And right. That's it. I expect the men in white coats to be knocking on the door in a second. I'm going to have 5 minutes with you all here before I go and read the messages. Right, okay. Terminator. Tanya, you've tuned into some sci-fi channel frequency. I totally have, Derek. You know what? I've never liked sci-fi, like never liked it at all. As a kid, didn't like it, and so yeah. But for some reason, it's coming in. Just being Crystal. She's tuning you in. Who's Crystal? Who's Crystal? Let me know. Crystal. I used to have a rabbit called Crystal. We'll have to make funeral arrangements. Oh, I'm sorry. I still smoke. Yeah, I still smoke. It's the only vice. It's the only thing that it keeps me sane. Use the force, love. Maybe you have some Tektite on you. What's Tektite, Derek? What is that? Moldavite. No, I have this. Crystal, isn't that the growth you named her? What growth? Who's that? Oh, the thing in the head. Is that what you're talking about, Moon Tarot? The thing in my head? No, it was just squatter, I think. Is that what we're talking about? No, I never named her Crystal. It's a he. I really feel it's a he. crystals. Yes. Well, kind of this. This is a Lemurian quartz. The Lemurian quartz that I have. I don't know. Honestly, it's like, when you expect the unexpected, life just gets crazier and crazier. I think it wasn't it in Alice in Wonderland where she goes like curiouser and curiouser, that's exactly where it is. I mean, in the physical life, human life, it's like, what the hell is happening? I don't know what's happening. I want to try and get to Ibiza. There's so many blocks when I'm trying to get there again. So I'm prepared to go anyway. I just need to go away from the UK and everywhere is blocked again. It's like, what? It's crazy. But then when I tune in and I get the answers from spirit, it's like nothing to worry about. I'm in the northeast of England. I'm near Newcastle at the moment. I'm at a friend's house, which is an amazing place to be. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, you know what? I wish this didn't go on YouTube. I wish it was just a place where we could just all pop in and hang out. Just say, right, okay, I'm popping in there. I need some like respite from the world. Maybe that's something that I could do. I don't know how I would do that. Maybe, yeah, maybe, as you say, Zoom, maybe kind of once a week, once a fortnight or something. Just having a little hangout session. If people would be up for that, please let me know. If you follow me on social media, Instagram is the best. That is where I'm more active on Instagram. I'm trying not to go on social media as much. Oh, thank you for that, soft blue raindrops. Twice last week, I had people say to me that I was no, 3 times, because the physiotherapist said it to me. You're such an inspiration, and I don't, I don't do that for that. But if people are inspired by what I say, then I feel it just unlocks something that's inside of them. So thank you. Right. Okay. So, Berkeley, California. Yeah, I love California. I absolutely love that place. Your PC crashed. Everything's just, isn't it? It's just like everything's just like, whoa, crash, bang, wallop. Everything's. Well. Right. Okay. So yes, if you would like the Zoom, please send me a message either on Instagram. It's Tanya Love Buddha with 1_. Be careful that you're not getting onto the fake, because the scammers are out again. Or send me an email at connect@tanyalovebuddha.com. Okay, I'm going to write this in here. And yeah, I see what I can do with that, because it would be nice. And I feel, the times are going to get crazier. It's like these times, they are changing. And it would be really nice for us to be able to do that. Maybe in school as well. I feel there's a I'm sure there's a way in school where we could have, where there's a chat, like a post thing as well. I'll have to look into that because I'm not very technically minded. But thank you all for being here. Yeah, I really feel at this moment in time, we need that. We need this is why I'm doing my Alchemy of the Soul as a group course, because a lot of people are saying to me, when they're doing it, that, they're on this journey, but they're not surrounded by people on this journey. So people are feeling very alone doing it, even though they know their soul is calling for it. So, I know when I done the tarot teaching, it was great for everybody to be part of the group. And this is why I wanted to do the course. Obviously, the price of it is less as well than working one-to-one with me. And, if we have a nice community, they're only going to be small containers. So, I feel the support, and also listening to other people's questions. Somebody else can actually come out with a question that we didn't think of. So I always feel it's very beneficial when we're in group programs. So yeah, we all need support at this moment in time. Like I say, me included, So thank you so much all for your energy today, because sometimes it gets tough. It's like, I once wrote about it, like where does the healer go? Where does the healer go to get healed? So yeah, thank you all for your energy. I know it's been a bit of a strange one. Please let me know if this resonated, and if anybody does want to do a course, please send me an email or sign up for the waitlist, and the emails will be going out soon. Okay, so I'm sending lots of love with this. Enjoy this Pisces full moon. Remember, Pisces new moon, sorry. Remember, anything can happen, but just because you see it happening doesn't mean that that's true. Okay? So lots and lots of love to you all. That now.